Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Unnamed Show. Brad, Jake, Jordo. We're just going to sit around and talk about some of the cool games we've been playing, including Conan Exiles. Jake's been playing on the PS Pro. Jordo has been playing with the PS VR.
Gutsed it.
And I've just been playing my normal stuff on my normal device.
Yep.
Because I don't get nice toys.
Well,
Anyway, let's kick it off. Hey, can we start with Resident Evil 7? Because Jordo, you've got a bit of a let's play up there.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
I really want to know your thoughts on the game because it's so different from Resident Evil.
It's
that we've had
absolutely, from what I can tell at this point in time, it's completely different. It really reminds me of like The Hills Have Eyes, that type of horror, grotesque style horror. And I'm in love
because there's no zombies anymore. It's more of an experience in horror in a house.
Yeah, mixed up hillbilly family type thing, bit of possession.
How far through the game are you?
I'm a good couple hours in.
Yep. Okay. Okay. So maybe pushing the halfway mark. Do you think?
Yeah, I'll be close to it.
Yeah. Okay. All
but I'm thinking I'm going to start it again.
Because
PSVR.
Oh,
so I just got my hands. Yeah. So I mean, I've been playing it on just normal. LED, and I think now that I've got the PSVR, it has to be done again. I don't want to just play from this point. I want to experience the whole thing.
Yeah. And I think too, you probably, if you're going to restart it before you finish it, so the second half's going to be completely fresh. That's
correct.
Probably
Yeah. So it's there's some really grotesque jump scares which I absolutely love and haven't felt like that in a while. Horror movies don't do it for me anymore, and I look to games for those jump scares.
I imagine VR is probably going to. I'm looking forward to hearing how you go with the VR.
Yeah. So that I'm going to hit that up tonight.
I remember a friend of ours, Matesy, who he was saying the other day when we saw him, he played it for about an hour in VR headset and he couldn't sleep for hours afterwards. Not because he was scared, but because it was so intense and the adrenaline.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Is it tied much to the previous games? Like, is there an overarching story, or if there is it not presented yet?
It's not presented yet.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah, I believe there will be.
Yeah,
it'll have some sort of a tie-in sort of towards the end and a link to... Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
The original series.
Now, I've seen everything. What the fuck?
Talking about the PlayStation VR then, so which you've got as a loaner. That's
good friend of mine. He's had it for what? When did they come out? A year?
Not quite.
Not quite.
I wouldn't say quite a year.
So he bought it.
6 months.
He went out and bought it, and I'm the one to first plug it in.
Oh, you're kidding me!
I kid you not. It's
best
still in its original
ever.
wrappers,
bro.
So I know, right? I'm very lucky. So I mean, I've been trying out a lot of the demos. I've been having a look at. There's this thing called the Within. It's an app and it's storytelling. So you are inside 360-degree video, and there's ones for kids and there's like underwater ones. It's just. I played the Oculus Rift DK2, but this just blows it. It's
Jake, when I arrived today for the recording, Jake was actually doing the underwater one.
Yeah.
And you said something very similar about how much better that was than...
Yeah.
Was it the Rift?
Yeah, the Rift. The DK2, because I had the DK2 for a little while. And it did look like you were peering through a screen door a lot on that one as well. There was not as much immersion in terms of light block out. This is really comfortable as well, which the DK2 wasn't. So
3 different points of articulation in the helmet just to get it sitting right on your face.
Yeah, it's a fantastic product, and if ever I was on the fence about getting one before, I'm absolutely not now. It will definitely be on my wish list at the top.
Very nice.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, no. Jordo, this is not right.
Conan Exiles.
Yeah, so you had a look at this.
I played it. I played about 3 hours of it, I think.
I think more than I, actually, because I had so much to play.
Yeah.
You've probably sunk in more hours than I. But I got in there, so a little bit of disappointment.
Oh, look, particularly to start with, the load times were horrendous. Yeah. And they still are. Like, the load time is absolutely horrible. There was some issues finding servers to start with. We had to use a workaround.
Yeah, I saw that workaround, which has since been resolved.
Yeah, certainly been resolved for me.
It's been a few patches down.
Loading times are still nasty, but there's some issues with some rubber banding. There is some glitches. Look, a little bit more. Look, I understand it's early access. A little bit more than I was happy with to start with. I know they're working hard to resolve that.
Yep.
But,
good on them.
But yeah, I think your game needs to be at a level of stability to launch early access. There's a difference between beta testing and early access.
Definitely.
Early access is about helping shape your game going forward. This is, so I was a little bit disappointed with that and remain a little bit disappointed with it. It is a little bit glitchy.
Let's
a
talk
little
about
bit glitchier than I would like.
Positives?
Lots of positives. I love the craft. I've got a little house now.
Yeah,
a little house.
So
just put the roof on last night.
Nice. Some thatch for the roof. Yeah. So I got in, and yes, I learned how to craft your sandstone walls and bang, put a base down, a couple of walls. But I didn't get to the point of locking it up or anything like that. Can you lock?
Yeah, absolutely. So if all you got to do is put a door on it.
And when you log out, are you asleep in there?
No, you log wherever you are is where you will log out. So I logged out in my house with my door shut.
Yep.
So you thieves can stay away from that shit.
So that's good then.
Because I've got some very valuable branches. I don't want just people coming in and taking them.
Yeah, branches.
Branches are very difficult to find and more important than you would think.
I do really like the craft system. How basically everything is presented to you in the beginning, and you just need to unlock the ability to use it.
So and so the way it works is when you level up,
Yep.
basically you get an attribute to improve your character, and you get to choose a set of crafting things.
Yes.
So, for example, one of them's like the hunter one. If you get that, then you can get a sword and stuff like that. Which I quite like. That really helps you develop the way you want.
Yep.
I think there's certainly an optimal way to do that. I recommend building a campfire as soon as possible. So you can cook food.
Yep.
Eating raw human flesh is not recommended, depending on your religion.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jordo. That's what you're into. I'm not here to judge.
Yeah, that's right.
I would say also though the other negative is the combat is I don't even have combat in these games,
which is a huge negative, to be fair, because that was one of the biggest issues with stuff like Reign of Kings and all that sort of stuff.
It's the same combat is in every game like this, which is just walk up and bash your mouse button, jumping around like an idiot, and it's like a roll of the dice who lives and dies, and that's
no point jumping, slashing. It doesn't make a difference.
So I sort that shit out. Like in this genre of survival games, sort out a combat system.
I love the map.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I love the map. You get your deserts, your temple area, ruins.
There is some surprisingly lush areas amongst there as well.
Oases.
Does it look pretty?
Yeah, actually it
looks
does.
pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah. And especially those big tombstones that you find, they'll light up.
The character models are really good as well.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, nice. That's good.
Yeah, it's certainly the best looking survival game of
great. At least that's something.
Yeah.
So the three of us, we're gonna get in there.
Oh mate, I'm down, mate. I've got my house ready.
Yep.
I'm moving in. A couple of level up once or twice more, and then I should be able to put some chairs and tables in there. Yeah. We can have some human flesh cooked, obviously cooked.
Cool, fancy.
Yeah, nothing but the best for the D1 boys. Let me tell you. But yeah, it looks good.
I'll keep going.
With all the negatives, it's still overall a positive thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me at least, anyway. It's right now. It's the game I want to play.
Wow. Yep. Cool.
It's what I want to go home and log into this and build my thing. And I think for me that's what it is. It's the building of I think it's in survival games. It's the quickest and the easiest I've ever been able to build a structure that I can log out safely in.
How many times have you logged out?
Like 4 times.
Okay, and you've still got a house?
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually shocking.
I think it's quite difficult to destroy.
Is it?
Houses, I think.
Oh, that's not a bad thing, because it's the most tedious thing is when you've spent like 4 hours in a session building something amazing. You log back in the next day and it's gone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rain of Kings.
And they've got some pretty good stuff to make sure if you die, you spawn in so you don't by default spawn in your house. There's a default spawn point, but if you build make a bedroll, that's pretty much like your save point, I guess. That's where you'll spawn back in from.
Yep.
Which is good, but you have to remember once you build it, you put it down, you have to interact with it, otherwise it doesn't work.
So you've got to go to
sleep. So when I build because I wanted to, I reckon the first half of this game I spent just walking, trying to find, because location is the most important thing in real estate.
Location.
Location. So I reckon I must have walked the whole map 3 times before I ended up going, you know what?
This is
really doesn't matter. This is the spot. Yeah. Which is like 3/4 of the way over the map. So I did that, and I built my bedroll, and I built my little box to store things, and I put all my valuables in it, except for my sword, which I just learned how to make, and I went out to take on the world. Got messed up really bad.
Yeah.
Died.
NPCs?
Spawned in. Yeah. Giant spiders, in fact.
Oh, nope.
Yeah.
No.
And then, so I spawned back in and realised that I hadn't actually used the bedroll. And so I had to walk naked through the desert.
Yeah.
Swinging in the wind.
Swinging in the wind. Yeah. Which we should just mention for people who don't know, there is, when you make a character in Conan, there is an attribute that you can change.
Big or little.
Big or little, yeah. Or medium, normal size. So your schlong. The other game I played the Ghost Recon Wildlands beta.
That's a good combination.
Ghostlands.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ghostlands.
That's what we're calling it for short.
Yep.
Ghostlands.
That's the D1 special.
Which is the new Ubisoft Ghost Recon open beta on the weekend. Jeez, it's different from the last Ghost Recon I played.
Yeah.
Like, last Ghost Recon I played was, I don't know, 2 or 3 ago, and that was, like a mission-based,
Yep, very linear.
squad-based thing.
Yeah,
This is not. This is GTA Narcos.
Which
like
sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I've just finished watching Narcos as well, so I'm 100% in
Same.
that movie.
I'm not far off at all. And, yeah. Even just, I love the way they talk. Yeah, but it's there's lots to like about it. Oh, the beta was, I really, really enjoyed it. So it really is GTA Narcos.
Okay.
Yep. So it's very open world. You can do whatever
Very
you
open
want.
world. Doesn't have the humor or something like that that GTA has.
Yep.
Which I think is going to be a pretty big negative.
Yep.
Okay.
Especially the longevity of the game.
Well, this is the
Division wasn't too dissimilar from being very, very sort of
dour,
not exciting sort of thing.
Yeah.
Not in,
So it was a lot of fun. Particularly, it's got there's you and you've got 3 NPC teammates that you control. Very stealth based too.
You control the teammates.
Well, you control them as in you give them orders.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And it's very stealth based. So a lot of the game is you creep up to like a compound or something like that.
Yep.
Mark all the enemies with your binoculars or your drones, and then try to take them out as stealthy as possible. Or you can go in all guns blazing if you want. Do not recommend. You will get messed up.
Yep.
I do find that the combat controls aren't super sharp.
Yep.
Sure.
It's not really.
So it's for stealth, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's not a sharp cover based shooter like the Division was. It feels like it's more.
Is there a sniper? There's a sniper.
Yeah. I'll show you some footage of it.
Yeah.
I'm getting pretty good at that sniper.
Awesome.
I find it's a lot easier to snipe when people aren't shooting back at me. I'm much better at it then.
Yep.
Yeah. As soon as I miss one time and they see me, nope. See you later. Get in the car. But you can grab cars and bikes. You can steal helicopters. You can steal planes. It's a whole South American. Everyone seems to own a little
thing,
dodgy plane with a little dodgy airstrip and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. One of the best things by far though is the drop in, drop out co-op.
Yep.
gameplay.
Okay. So that's where you've got NPCs you're controlling, but your mate jumps on. He can become one of those NPCs.
Yep.
And
so what happens if you get a co-op person join your game? Doesn't matter if it's one person joins your game or 3 players. All the NPCs that you're controlling disappear. Okay. So you don't have any squad mates anymore.
Oh, right. Okay.
And so I played a fair bit with Ado the other night. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun, particularly for me. And Ado's more of a run and gun kind of guy than I am. He likes to just throw a grenade and see what happens. I really there was a couple of times where we were able to mark 4 targets, and it was like, all right, you start from the left, I'll start from the right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Pop.
And it was all dead.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. Satisfying.
That works. I like that.
Yep.
That sounds great.
Sweet.
Yeah, that was.
So imagine
cool.
having 4 mates in there,
Yeah.
And so there was the other. So again, to compare it to GTA, there's like an army type deal there who will attack you on sight. So there's the narco dudes that not so much, but the army will attack you on sight. There's exactly like GTA, a little icon
Star
rating type thing. And as it goes up, more waves. They have high. I think that's just such an unbelievably stolen mechanic. That they've done that I was really surprised to see it so brazenly shown off.
Yep.
In it. But yeah, we were in a a little army base when we got busted, and we like had to hunker down.
The worst place to get busted.
It was literally we had to hunker down just trying to survive, and then Ado was holding them off with some rebels that we had support, and I found a plane. Which I got on and moved him, so I don't know, he might still be there. Good luck. But the only other thing that I am really concerned about is it's an open world Ubisoft game, so it just feels like it's going to be pretty repetitive.
Okay.
Like you know, there's like 21 targets that you have to take down before you can take down the big guy, and to take each one of those targets down, you got 7 missions to be able to track them down and get them. You got to get the resources from what appear to be so in the beta you can do the first area of these 21 areas.
Yep.
And I stopped 7 convoys. You know, so by the end of it, I was an expert. I know exactly how to stop a convoy now.
Yeah.
And I just felt, that's my concern with this game. That being said, it's on my list. I'm going to buy it for sure.
Okay.
I had enough fun, particularly with the co-op.
Yep.
I want to check this game out.
Do we know if there's any like PvP content for this?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay,
no.
so it's always going to be co-op, storyline based.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, but I'll look into it.
Indeed. Thank you, sir.
That's a kill.
Hey, Hours Awakening.
Oh man, yeah, such a good game.
So we got a code from this game.
I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, to try. I knew very little about it, and I like. So it's 8-bit, super retro. Like it's 8-bit graphics. It's got the 8-bit music. It's got like it is 8-bit.
It's inspired by NES.
You could say.
Yeah.
Good.
It's the style.
And then I'm like, because I'm so over these games. Like everyone's done this now, and I've had enough.
Every time.
And then I loaded it up. Loved it.
I know.
Loved it.
I know.
Now you did a little video on it, didn't you?
Yeah. I was saying, a fair bit of time. I got to the first boss. I believe there's 4 bosses. But let's think, it's 8-bit. It's got the 25 new tracks, soundtrack. I love the music from this thing. You play as Zoe, a person who lives in Alwa. Alwa's overtaken by an evil force, and she is tasked with basically defeating the 4 bosses and making their way through the dungeons and the forests. And oh man, it just brings me back to the days, where I'm playing NES or Sega Master System. Those are Alex Kidd type games, where it's puzzles, it's push a block to be able to jump up, or use a floating bubble to get higher in the stage. And I just love that game.
I was surprised with how good it was, and I think because sometimes like it's easy to have those nostalgic feelings, but game mechanics and crispness of controls and all that has moved on so much from then. And if you play a retro game, sometimes it can be a little bit frustrating. Like it can really ruin your memories of it. It feels to me they've nailed the aesthetics of that while managed to make sure the game controls is quality.
Yeah, mechanics good.
I was shocked with how much I enjoyed this game. Shocked.
Built with Unity as well.
Yep.
Hey.
Fanboy.
Yep.
But yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah,
very good game.
$9.99 on Steam.
So cheap, isn't it?
Cheap.
Yeah,
so much
Remember
fun.
last fortnight we talked about Super Mario Run and why we didn't think it was worth much money?
Yeah,
that's why. That's why.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Zoe from the small town of Alwa is tasked with the quest to help the people escape a dark and evil power that's taking over their lands and their town.
PS Pro, Jacob.
Yeah. So we've been playing a little bit, or I've been playing a little bit.
We?
Yeah, well, Jam's been sitting there, forced to watch me play the PlayStation 4 Pro. So yeah, it was really lucky of us to jag this from Sony. We really appreciate them for sending us a review sample for the PS4 Pro. So we've just recently got a 4K TV at home. It was a nice sort of something to try it out on to get a bit of a look. It's going. The review is going. Probably close to being done, and I've almost made my decision as to what my recommendation for it would be. So you might have to hold out a little bit longer for that. But I'm surprised on some fronts, pleasantly surprised on some fronts, and a bit meh on others. So it's been really good to get our hands on, and I'd be very curious to see it in conjunction with the PlayStation VR and do that comparison between a standard PlayStation and the PlayStation Pro, because I know a lot of people want to know about that. So we're absolutely looking at that. Also going to be covering should you upgrade from the PlayStation 4 to the Pro, and should you get a 4K TV for the PlayStation 4 Pro as well. So all of that we'll cover in a fair bit of detail in a special coming up very soon.
Excellent.
But yeah,
and you haven't played anything else other than that, have you?
What else have I played? I played For Honor with you.
Oh, that's
bums
right.
for a little while.
Yeah.
And I've been playing more Battlefield actually.
Love
Something different. I thought, you know what? I don't play enough Battlefield. I'm going to play some more Battlefield.
We did play a bit of Overwatch the other night.
We did play
Ado.
Yeah,
Actually.
we did.
Yep.
Ado's like, oh, yeah, I haven't played it that much. He's like level 96. That's probably not a lot, but I'm level 4.
Well, I feel like it is a lot.
It
Because
is
I'm
a
only
lot.
just over level 100, and I've played a lot of Overwatch.
He was 96 or something, wasn't he? It was like pretty high level.
Yeah, I don't
anyway.
think it was quite that high. I reckon
it?
it was maybe
76? 69.
Yeah,
It was 69.
Yeah,
69.
knowing Ado, he would have got to 69 and stopped.
Yep. Which is great fun. I do like Overwatch, but I think
Yeah.
for me, that's sort of more... So Overwatch is your...
Switch off game.
Yep, and Battlefield's mine.
Yeah.
And I'll play Overwatch if people are playing. You'll play Battlefield if people are playing. I'd rather just play Battlefield 24/7. Pretty much.
The important though, that the story I wanted to tell about when we played Overwatch is we played some of the 3v3.
Yeah.
Was, I thought I quite enjoyed it, even though we got curb stomped.
Well, I kind of got one of those rounds in. Just soloed it, basically. You bums died and I took out the last guy.
Yeah.
Like
Nice.
Just to be clear, that was one round. We didn't win the match.
I took the round, though. That's all
Yeah,
that matters.
yeah.
When it was on the
I
line...
think we had 3 or 4 matches. We didn't win any.
No,
And then Ado and Jake left.
Yep, I went and played Battlefield.
And I won my next 3 matches.
Yeah. I had a good round of Battlefield, though, to be fair. You're gorgeous. All right.
We're
So,
done.
yes.
Done.
Thank you very much. That's what we've been doing. Let us know what you've been doing, what you've been playing, what we should check out.
Indeed.
Because I feel like we know everything that's coming up, and I'm not hugely excited about anything. In February, is there anything anyone's super excited for in February?
Yes. PlayStation 4 Pro review from D1 DLC. That's going to be amazing. Off the charts.
There you go.
Book out a weekend for that. It's going to be good.
Sniper Elite 4?
Oh, yeah. That's just around the corner, isn't it? Is that still in February, though?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think I want to say 14th.
Yep.
As opposed to March, then it would be the 7th. It was in March, but if it's out, which Valentine's Day, that's lovely.
Are we getting
I
it?
might be getting my dates confused.
Oh.
Valentine's Day, Sniper Elite, pretty much the same thing. All right.
Nutshot.
Thank you very much. If you liked what we did, make sure you hit the little likey thing. Subscribe, tell your friends. We'll be back.
See ya.
Bye.